Welcome!
The zombie tier list. Woohoo! Yeah, 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 baby. Woo, 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 woo. I did find this on the trader website, on the tier list website. So this is the guy who made it. To be fair, some of these images were not included. For instance, this is gonna be the feral zombies, the one I'm holding. So some of these things I added, all the animals I added, and like the vulture I added. This one with the green peripheral is the mutated vulture, the one that spits acid. I could not find a fucking photo of the mutated vulture. So this is the regular vulture. This is the mutated. And yeah, I added all the animals. I added this and this. This is gonna be the stand-in for feral zombies. And this is gonna be the stand-in for irradiated zombies. On my first tier list video for the perks, someone mentioned that I should actually do a tier list based off like how to like fight certain zombies, like if they're running and stuff. That's gonna be very difficult to do a tier list on. But what I will do is I will do a general tier list on all the zombies in general. And for each group or each zombies that I rate, I will then kind of say like the easy counter to them. So that way it's kind of a mix. So like you guys actually know how to counter each zombie, while at the same time, I'm just rating all the zombies itself. Now, some of these ratings are going to go somewhat quick. That is because certain zombies have similar health pools and have similar damage. So it's very hard to like kind of differentiate them perfectly. So not only am I going to be rating based off difficulty, but also on how I think they look as characters and just my personal experience with these zombies, because a couple of them I've had pains in the ass experience with them, even though they're not a difficult zombie to kill. So it isn't going to be a perfect tier list for you, but for me it is. And I just realized, did it just fucking turn off my goddamn mic? It did. I think it did. God damn it. It's because there's no audio going through, so it turned off. Okay, so to start, we got the crawler zombie. Fuck this thing. I hate this thing. Fuck the crawler. Okay, I'm not putting an F. It has like the lowest health, I think, in the game. One of the lowest healths for zombies in the game. And it's super slow. It crawls. These ankle biters have bitten my ass so many goddamn times. I don't want them in the game. I know they're gonna stay. It's fine. I fucking hate these assholes, though. Also, this is the zombie that oftentimes... Actually, we'll put in C. The reason I'm putting it in C is because the crawler is actually sometimes, for me, the zombie that I can never find when I'm trying to find the last one in a POI for the tier clip, so I can finish the quest. Because it's fucking hiding in the roof because it didn't fall through the roof like it was supposed to or some stupid shit. It's very annoying. So, he's an annoying asshole. He's not hard to kill. He's just annoying. You want to know how to kill him? You just beat his ass. I'd say take his ankles, but he doesn't have ankles. So just, I don't know, steal his wrists. Just punch him a bunch. He'll die. He's not hard. Don't punch him. Just use a gun and shoot him once in the head and he dies. Okay. For the next few zombies, they're gonna be kind of similar. So like, I think this is Arlene. I don't know the exact names. Most of them are gonna go in like D. So like these like 4 especially are all gonna kind of, and her. And you. So these 6 are all gonna go in D. Okay. These 8 we're gonna put in D tier. The reason for that is because well actually no, we'll do 6. All right, these 6, because they're just kind of the generic zombie. They're the generic zombie that you're gonna find in the first city that you find, or the first town that you find with Wrecked. They're just gonna be the basic ones that you kill a million times. They're normal in health, normal in speed, normal in damage. They're not hard. They're just very basic. They're the intro zombie. So they're not that hard to kill. You're not gonna have much issue with them. And they're obviously very basic, and they're not very creative. And they're not supposed to be creative. They're the initial zombies. They're not a big deal to fight. Stripper zombies going in B because, you know, we all love strippers. I support my strippers. Go strippers. All right. In all seriousness, they're fun. They're an interesting twist on the game. Same thing with the nurses, and same thing with like the themed zombies, like these 4 specifically. I do like the themed ones a bit more. And and we'll do hazmat too. I like the themed zombies. I think the themed zombies are kind of cool. I think they make a fun addition to the game. And, you know, keeps it fresh. So, I like the creativity. I do hope that they add more themed zombies. Like, they removed, like, the cowboy zombies, which I kind of am sad about. I do want them to add more, like, unique zombies. Even if they don't make them harder to kill, I want them to add more of them. So, like, you know, like, bring the football player zombie back, right? Like, they literally just added a football stadium to the goddamn game. But you get rid of the American football zombie? Really? Now, that was a while ago, of course, but it's still kind of weird for me. So I think they should bring back some of the old zombies, like the cowboy and that, and it'll be more interesting. It'll be more fun. It'd be kind of cool if they maybe added, like, you know, actor zombies for, like, the new Minotaur Theater, which is a tier 5 POI, or, like, maybe, like, hotel maid zombies or, like, butler zombies, because the new hotel POI that got added. You know, just, like, doctor zombies even, because there's only nurses. Like, just adding more variety would actually, I think, make the game more interesting, and it would actually tell a little bit more of, like, it'd be more like environmental storytelling. So I would like that. I like these guys. I'm actually gonna put them up in A, because I do like them as environmental storytelling and seeing them as people. They're also a little bit harder, I think, especially the hazmat one. I think the hazmat one has a little more health. He's also taller for some reason. I don't know why. It's like the hazmat people apparently have like an extra 3 inches. They just hate short kings, I guess. I don't know. But I like them. More creative and unique zombies would be nice. The janitor zombie, I think his name is Joe, and then I think the thug zombie. They're gonna go into B. The thug zombie doesn't do the thug shake. I don't know why. Just shoot me. Okay, they're cool. They're cool. I'm actually gonna put the janitor down to C. Actually, we'll keep it up to B. Janitor's hard. Actually, janitor, go A. Janitor's hard. These two I've never had serious trouble with. They have more health than the average zombie, mind you, and they hit a little harder, I believe. But I've never had a serious issue with them. Especially mid-late game, they kind of just are like these guys, like all these other guys. This fucking janitor or like mechanic zombie, I don't know what it is. For the life of me, I can't kill this fucker. They spawn in the worst positions for me, and I just get my ass eaten out. Same thing with the construction zombie. I get fucking eaten out by these two. And maybe it's just because like they're so often in tier 5 POIs that like they're annoying. The construction zombies also have the helmet, so they do have some armor. So preferably using like, you know, like an AR, like the attack rifle, maybe even like the sniper or lever action will do a little more damage. Shotguns still work because the rest of their body isn't armored, so just do a body shot, or maybe like shotguns do enough. So shotgun would be fine, but they're still strong. They have armored helmets, so be careful. And both these guys just spawn a lot, so in like tier 5s, so you're gonna see them a lot more late game, and you're gonna be a lot more annoyed by them. They're a little bit stronger. I don't know if this guy has more health or damage than the regular, but it feels like they do, so I'm gonna say they do. But yeah, you're gonna see these guys a lot in tier 5s. The spider zombie, the first unique one, like the first like kind of special one. I like them. Not as an enemy to fight, mind you, they're annoying as shit, but they're unique. They actually are hard to counter in horde bases, especially if you have areas of your horde base that have a roof, which obviously like almost everyone does. So they kind of get in the way, you know, they're hard to kill. They jump around, or not hard to kill. They jump around a lot. They have okay health. They're about the same as everyone else, but they jump and they move and they're very fast. And so they're a difficult zombie to kill. Your best bet is to focus them if you can, right? If it's just them with a bunch of regular zombies, focus them, because they're going to jump at you and they're going to clear that distance from you in like that. And they're going to start hitting you instantly. So just kill them real quick. Focus them if there isn't any other major specialized zombies. And you should be okay. But they're cool. I like them. They also make a weird sound. They sound like the spy things from Payday 2. They like jump on you and knock you down. Yeah. But they're cool. I like them. They're fun to fight, and they're a fun addition to the game. Biker zombies. Also an S. Biker zombies are strong as shit. They are strong motherfuckers, okay? They are basically the construction zombies if they were on steroids and were actually cool. Okay? They have armored helmets like the construction zombies. I don't know if they have armored... I don't know if there's a difference, but they're assholes. They're strong as shit. They have a lot of health. They tank a lot of damage. They're beefy boys. They're annoying, but they're strong. And so when you face a lot of them, be careful. You're gonna need a lot of firepower to kill them. If you have a pipe shotgun early game and you see one of these, do not fight it. Don't just aim at the head thinking you're gonna one-shot these guys. It's gonna take a few pipe shotgun shots, and that's a pain in the ass. So they're strong. You're gonna need a lot of firepower, a lot of bullets. Any AR will do, any SMG will do, any high tier shotgun will do. But if you're on the pipe weapon stage, be afraid. Hell, even if you're on like the 9mm pistol like stage, like the second tier of weapons with like the pistol and the AK, these things are strong. They tank bullets. If you have like a tier 1 or tier 2 AK, you're still gonna take several bullets, like a lot of bullets to kill this guy. Be careful. Keep your distance. Get that damage downrange, because they don't kid. They don't mess around. They tank. Burn Zombie F. They're like half the reason why I made the fucking Burned Forest D. They're shit. They're weak. They're as weak as all the other normal zombies. They're loud, so they're annoying to listen to. And if they hit you, they sometimes set you on fire. Fuck these guys. Fuck these guys. I don't like these guys. These guys aren't cool. They're annoying. They're assholes. I don't want them here. Get them gone. Get them gone. Not really. They're just annoying. They're really, really annoying. And they're not even like a fun annoying. They're just like, hey, how do I ruin your day? Kind of annoying. So, counter to them. Treat them like all other zombies and just don't get hit. They're weak. They're weak as shit. You're gonna find them in any building that has any semblance of fire damage. They will put them in there as the theme. They're weak. They're easy to kill. Just a couple smacks and they're dead. So, they're just annoying. They're not fun. Then yeah. I hate the noise they make. Alright. These next three are all gonna kind of... Well, not really. I'm gonna put Mo, this overweight guy in B. Big Mom. And the fat man, A. Big Mama. She's a big girl. Big girl and big boy. They both have a lot of health. So does Mo. I think his name is Mo, but he's not as bad. He still has a lot of health. He's about the same health these two. It's basically just these three are basically just upgraded versions of all the other basic zombies. These two have even more health. And they just, especially early and mid game, like when you're using like basic weapons in a tier 3 POI, when you're surrounded by like 2 or 3 of them, it can be deadly. So close quarters, be careful, because you're gonna take a lot. They're gonna take bullets, take a lot of bullets. So they're not fun. I don't like them, but I don't dislike them. They're just painful. They're hard to kill. Be careful. And they spawn all the time. I think even like day 40s, like Horde Nights, you're gonna see them quite a bit. So they're tanky. Be careful. Lumberjack! Another S tier. Lumberjacks are cool. Alright, when you're a ginger and you're jacked like I am, you gotta love the lumberjacks, you know? What can you say? They're cool zombies. They're fun. How do I put this? They will kill you. They will kill you. Especially if you're a new player, you will probably die to these guys at least once. They have, I think, even more health than any of these other zombies I've talked about, the exception of the biker. They have more. These two are kind of the same, except the lumberjack I think has a little more health, and you find them in the snow biome. They're strong. They're deadly. You will die to them once, at some point in your career playing 7 days. They are not fun. They are not a mess around. They are the fuck around and find out zombie in this game. So be careful. They're hard hitters. They do a lot of damage. They take a lot of damage. They're scary. Finally, we're starting to get into the more specialized range of zombie, which is cool. So we can actually give like a little bit more of a valid take. Police zombie. I'm gonna put an A, but the mutated, I'm gonna put an S. Police zombie. They're basically like the two fat ones right here, but they spit acid at you. They just vomit. That's it. And they, oh, well, that's not it. Sorry. They vomit at you, and if you drop them to low enough health, but you don't kill them fast enough, they will explode. And will do damage. They don't do too much damage. I don't think they do a ton of damage to the ground. Like, I don't think they're like a dynamite explosion where they do damage to the ground. They just do damage to the zombies around them and you. But it's like a grenade. So be careful. These guys do damage and they will explode if you don't kill them quick enough after you do damage to them. So be careful. They're strong, but they're not as cool as the mutated. The mutated will vomit at you as well, but the police do a direct hit, like it's like a shot, whereas theirs is an area of effect. They get close enough to you, they're gonna spit, and everywhere around them is gonna be covered in acid. It's gonna hurt. And I think actually if you stand in that area, even after the acid falls to the ground, it'll actually be radiated and you'll take damage over time. So you'll see them in the wasteland all the time. Be careful. It's not easy to headshot them because with like a melee because obviously all of this, but that middle part is their head, so shoot that with a gun and you're fine. But they're a cool addition. They're unique. They're one of the few unique zombies in this game that actually have a challenge of fighting, so they're cool. Screamer. Fuck this bitch. If you've played this game for more than 2 weeks in game, you know how pain in the ass these guys are. Screamers, essentially, are spawned by a mechanic known as heat. To give you a rough idea of what heat is essentially any noise, I believe, that is made by either you or anything in the game, such as furnaces, as chemistry stations, cooking pots, whatever it may be, in a specific chunk of the world. The higher your heat rises, the more of a chance a screamer will spawn. A screamer, essentially, is like the screamers, I think, in Left 4 Dead 2. You see if they see you and they make contact and they like physically see you and start chasing you, they will scream. If they scream, they will spawn any variety of these zombies. I think with the exception of like the burnt, the crawlers, and I think that's it. I think they can spawn, and maybe the lumberjack if they're not in the snow. I think I could be wrong. Regardless, they will spawn zombies. Oftentimes, they will spawn feral or radiated, which we'll get to in a second. Regardless, they will spawn zombies, and they even have a chance to spawn another screamer. So now you have 2 screamers. That second screamer screams, they also have a chance to spawn a screamer, and it can have a chain reaction effect. So, kill them fast. You know what? If there's a screamer, you kill them first. I don't care if they're across the map, you kill them first. Unless you are dying to other zombies, you kill them first. Because if they spawn multiple screamers in one scream, you're dead. Like, you are going to have to deal with significantly more zombies than normal. You're not dead, but you're going to have to shoot a lot more. So, focus fire them. They are your worst nightmare. Especially if you're just, like, out at night getting resources, and all of a sudden they scream, and now you're fighting a horde of zombies in the wasteland. So, they're terrifying. They are forces of nature. Be careful. Next up, the Feral White. They're cool as shit. I say Feral White. I've never seen a regular white, like not feral. So do with that as you will. But yeah, the Feral White is pretty devastating. I think it's always sprinting. It's one of the fastest zombies when it comes to running. Has a lot of fucking health. It's basically like, imagine Sam Silik as a zombie. Okay? He's strong. He's going to eat yo asshole. Okay? He may not be as big as Sam Silik, but goddamn, that's just because the meat rotted off. Like, this guy is a beast. He will chase you down. He will do tons of damage. He has tons of health. He is devastating. So be careful. Be very afraid of him. This is also another big one that, like, you should probably target if it's not a screamer, because they will take a while to kill. They don't have too much armor. I think they have more armor than an average zombie, but it's not the same as, like, you know, the biker or the construction zombie or the next one, the soldier. So, shotguns do work on them, at least for me they have. But they're still strong as shit, so be careful. Soldiers going up in S as well. Soldiers are fucking menaces. Okay? This is where, like, if you are a shotgun build, you better fucking bring a second weapon with you. Because there's a tier 5, I think it's called, like, US Outpost 7. You are going to fight, like, 80 to 100 irradiated versions of these. And if you don't bring stacks upon stacks of bullets, you will die. On stream, this was a while ago, I ran out of bullets and had to spend like 30 minutes IRL, like half an in-game day, just training zombies and smacking them with my machete to kill them because they had so much health and so much armor from being soldier zombies. These things are terrifying. Now, they're not strong enough to not spawn in mass amounts, so that's why you're gonna fight a ton of these guys, but they're still devastating. Be careful. Just, they're gonna fuck you up. They are basically like the end boss of this game, kinda. Like, it's kinda like if you're like at the end stage of a story game, this is the cannon fodder they send. They're the strongest cannon fodder, and they will mess you up if you don't kill them quick. So, be careful. They're deadly. We're gonna do feral zombies. This is gonna be the cover for feral. Feral zombies. I mean, I'm gonna put them in B. I'll put them in C. Feral zombies are just annoying versions of the original zombies. Okay, that's all they are. Every single one of these zombies on this goddamn list can be feral. Feral zombies are just zombies that always run, whether it's day or night, and have more health and do more damage. That's it. That's all they are. That's all they are. But they have the same amount of armor, I believe, so just shoot them. They're just harder versions of everything. They're not super creative. They're kind of annoying. Especially if you live in the wasteland, pretty much 80% of the zombies are gonna be this. So you're gonna get used to them pretty quick. They're basically the same thing. You don't deal with them. They're just meh. They're not much harder. You're gonna do the same damage to them as you do all the others. It's not a big deal. All right, this is gonna be the irradiated zombie. Irradiated are terrifying. Irradiated zombies, for console players especially, have no idea what irradiated zombies are. Irradiated zombies are feral, okay. If feral zombies are the steroids of regular zombies, irradiated is like the steroid times 20 of feral zombies. Irradiated have significantly more health. Like, I'm talking, like, if you know the numbers, it's like 3,000 health. If you don't know the numbers, a lot of bullets. And they heal. No other zombie heals in this game with the exception of irradiated. That's terrifying. You have to have the rad remover mod to stop healing on your gun, to stop healing from these zombies. Now, that doesn't mean you can't kill them. They don't heal fast enough to heal your damage. But, if you're using like an M60 and you have like 15 or 20 irradiated and you have to reload, they're going to heal up a couple bullets each, which means you're going to be wasting hundreds of bullets more to kill these guys if you don't have the rad remover mod. The rad remover mod is insanely important for these guys. They're strong, they're deadly. You can kill them without them. I'm not saying the healing's that quick. If you have the health bars on, you'll notice it's not super fast, but it's fast enough to where it's a problem. So, big boys. The big boys. They're the big leagues. And all of these can be irradiated. I want to make that clear. Irradiated and feral are just these zombies that I've already ranked, but scarier. The reason why I'm putting feral down here is because it's not much scarier. Irradiated are fucking deadly. Like, you're gonna die. Not really, but you be extra careful. Speaking of being extra careful, the motherfucking demo zombies. Oh, fuck these things. Okay. Demo zombies are one of the unique zombies. They're very rare. They only spawn in two POIs that I know of. Two new POIs that I know of. Not gonna say which because that ruins the fun. For you. And number 2, they're zombies that if you shoot that green little light on the left there, they will detonate as if you just threw a dynamite stick. Now, imagine if that dynamite stick was running towards you. Do you see where that problem lies? Now, Imagine you're on a horde night in your base fighting zombies. You accidentally shoot that and it blows up in front of your wall, opening it up to all the zombies to come into your base. It's a dynamite blast. It's gonna break a lot of blocks. It's deadly. So, when you fight these guys, the demo zombies right here, couple rules. Number 1, don't use a shotgun. Don't use a shotgun. Just don't even try. To my knowledge, I haven't seen turrets or the sledge turret setting it off anymore, which is good. They used to. So I think only you can set it off. I bet there's certain things that can, but I know you can, but I don't think the turrets can anymore. So, number 1, do not use shotguns. Don't use shotguns. Don't use shotguns. I don't even recommend using melees. Even if it's a horde base and even if they can't hit you, don't use melees. Use either the SMG, the Desert Eagle, the M60/tac rifle, or the sniper. Now, they're also super armored. So using a sniper is actually a very good weapon against these guys because they tank hits. The sniper will break through that armor. This is probably one of the best weapons to use a sniper on. Or enemies to use a sniper on, excuse me. With that being said, be very careful. Don't just think you can just hit that button and run off. No. That shit gonna fuck you up. Now, what I've learned is if you accidentally shoot the button and you kill him after you shoot the button, the bomb doesn't go off. So, if you think you're fast enough to kill him, by all means do it. But I've shot the button and it still doesn't go off after I kill him, so it's fine. So, if you shoot that button, you better be Chris Kyle, fucking Deadeye. Just kill the guy. Kill the guy right after. Focus him. Pull out that sniper and just double tap him in the head instantly with your maxed out sniper perk, and you maybe be able to kill him. He won't blow up. But if you hit that button and you don't kill him, he will blow up and it will break shit, and that's not fun. So be careful. That's all I gotta say about that. Now, that is essentially all of the human zombies. We're gonna go into the enemy animals and animal zombies. There may be an animal. There's not all the animals in the game on here because some of them don't fight you. So keep that in mind. There are like deer and bunnies that I didn't put in because like they're not enemies. You don't kill them, or they don't kill you, I mean. But these are all the animals that like will actually fight you. Snake. I hate these things. They're not hard to kill. You basically one-shot them with almost any weapon. They're just annoying. They're just annoying as shit. They just come out of the woodwork randomly. They're annoying assholes. They give you some leather, which is cool, and some bones, which is cool, and some meat. But they're annoying. They're not good for resources and food. They're just annoying. They're annoying assholes. They're a waste of time. I don't like them. Not saying they should be removed. I just don't like them. They're just annoying. It's kind of like the Phantom with Minecraft. It's like, yeah, they drop a resource that's nice, but kind of just a pain in the ass. The Jackal. The Jackal is a dog. I think it's a dog. Is it a canine? It's something like that. They're cool. They're unique to the desert, so you're only going to find them in the desert. They're fine. They're not a big deal. They're just smaller wolves and smaller dogs. I don't think they do a ton of damage. They don't have a ton of health. It's basically free meat in the desert, so if you're like lacking food and you're in the desert, they do give you meat, which is nice. And they're not bad. They're just a little annoying, but they're not bad. They're easy to kill. Like, you get way more meat and stuff than from the snakes, I believe. And I mean, they're at least loud enough to where you can find them. Like, you don't have to fucking look around for 5 minutes making sure they're not behind you. Like, you know they're there. You'll hear them. You'll see them. So, they're not bad. Same thing with the wolf. Wolf is the same thing. Not bad. Sorry, the images were next to each other, so I had to cut them out. This is the wolf. The wolf isn't bad either. Kind of the same thing, though. It's like meat, resources, but they're not that strong. They're cool looking, though. Especially the new textures. These are the new textures. They look much nicer than they did before. So, they look good. Free resources, and you know when they're near you, so it's not bad. Boar, I'm putting an A tier. I actually really like the boars. I think they made them look much nicer. They made them look much cooler, and they're kind of fun. Especially if you're doing a POI that has all the boars and stuff like that in Supercorn. I'm not going to mention any further because I don't want to spoil it, but they're cool. They're good for food again, and they're cool looking. I think their texture's really nice, but they're not that hard. So, free food, looking good. They look nice. They're easy. Nothing too bad. Cougar and bear, we're gonna put both in S. Both are apex predators. One of my first YouTube shorts, actually, that I posted was with me dying to a cougar. They're both deadly as fuck. They're both strong. They both drop a lot of meat and leather and bone. And the bears drop testosterone for cigars and for steroids and for sale if you just want to make a quick buck. They're really good. They're really fun to fight. They're both found in the snow biome. The cougar is solely found in the snow biome. The bear is also in the wasteland. I haven't seen it in the pine forest, but maybe later game it spawns there. So, yeah. I know the bear is in the wasteland and the snow biome. So, you'll see these more often late game. They're deadly. A lot of supplies, though, from them. They're cool animals to fight. They're fun. I like them a lot, and the new textures look leagues better. The new bear gallop, and I haven't really seen the cougar gallop yet, but the new bear gallop looks really good. Like, the way it runs looks really cool. So it looks a lot better than before. I like it. It looks good. Now for the fucking pains in the ass. The vultures. I fucking hate vultures, man. And dogs. If you've been playing this game for more than 3, 4, 5 years, you know the pain and suffering of the dog. And if the vulture's just a pain, man. The vulture is so fucking annoying. You wanna know why the vulture is so fucking annoying? Because they spawn wildly in the desert and the wasteland. And I think how it works is if you are low health, not even low health, if you don't have 100% health in any capacity, they will attack you, like vultures do, right? Like if vultures attack injured prey. The thing is, vultures also have a higher chance of giving you medical debuffs, I believe. I'm like 95% certain on that. Which means they have a higher chance of giving you bleed, abrasions, lacerations, infection, broken bones. I hate these things. Dogs, you'll find early game in certain POIs, and they're just fucking annoying. They're just... Hold on. There it goes. They're just annoying. They move really fast. The early game, you have like a pipe shotgun, which doesn't even one-shot these assholes. Like, they're just assholes. They're just not... They're fucking annoying. And before... Oh my god, don't even get me started on before. Don't even get me started 3 or 4 years ago when, like, you couldn't fucking hit them because hitboxes in the game were fucking dog shit. I fucking hate these things. I have PTSD from this shit. Okay? These things are monsters. They're animals. They're disgusting. I fucking hate them. Ah! Hate these things. They're just pains in the ass. Okay. Mutated vultures. These are newer to the game. They're not new. I think they're like Alpha 19. So they weren't in console. These will go in A because they are a cool... I like the idea of air attacks. Like spit attacks. However, they only really spawn during blood moons. If you want to spawn a bunch of them, I couldn't find an actual photo of them. So, if you want to spawn a bunch of them, during a blood moon, drive your car, and they'll actually spawn like 30 vultures. It's a way to stop people from using cars to escape zombies because they're faster than zombies. So they'll spawn like 30 mutated vultures, and they'll all just dive your car and start breaking it. So, if you want to spawn a bunch of vultures and like see what they look like, just do that. But they're annoying. They're annoying. They're annoying, but they're cool, at least. They're a cool annoyance. Like, I actually take pride in fighting these things. They're cool things. I like them. I like them as a zombie. They're much better than the regular vulture because of the fact that, like, they actually have a mechanic that's cool. They don't just attack me because I have 119 out of 120 health and then give me 6 different status debuffs. And they only spawn during blood moons. So it's not like they're, like, annoying 24/7. At least for me, I've only seen them during blood moons, so they're not annoying 24/7. They're only annoying every 7 days. That's cool for me. I'm fine with that. Okay, now we get into the pretty cool fucking zombie animals. We've got the dire wolf. This thing is a fucking menace. Let me... This is what they used to look like. To put this into perspective. Oh, this is what the direwolf used to look like. And this is what they look like. Oh, let me... And then this is what they look like now. Look at the difference in quality. These things look menacing, and they are menacing. These things have almost as much health as a zombie bear. They are terrifying, and they spawn 2 to 3, I think, on the first blood moon. I saw a couple of these on the first blood moon when I was playing with my friend, and they are terrifying. And I saw it on my first blood moon, and they were terrifying. They're scary, but they're cool as shit. And they usually almost always drop a red loot bag, which is cool. So you get a free high-quality loot bag. Zombie bear, same thing. S. Looks cool. Feels cool. Get testosterone from it. You don't get meat, sadly, but they also have a pretty good chance of dropping a red loot bag. Not always, but pretty good chance. They look sick. If you live in the wasteland, you'll eventually see them quite a bit. Like, when I first moved to the wasteland, it took me like a week in-game to actually start seeing them regularly. But now I see them pretty much almost all the time, and they're terrifying. They are actual forces of nature. They are worrisome. Be careful. When you see these things, watch out. Last one is Grace. Now, I am going to rate this as S. Only because Grace is it's the end boss of 2 POIs that I know of, or places of interest. They're cool. She's cool, I should say, because I think it is a she. Grace is a cool fucking animal and cool fucking boss to fight. I have not fought her yet. I did do one of the 2. It was during experimental, and I think they removed Grace because they were implementing the new texture, because she didn't spawn in. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll look for the POI that has her today, and we'll see if I can find her. But the old one was also really cool. It's a really fun enemy to fight. It's basically a giant boar. And if that's how it looks now, it looks sick. It looks insanely good. It looks so good for a zombie boar, and I really, really, really like it. And I think it's a good addition to the game. The new zombie animals really do make the game much more interesting. I really like them. I like all the new zombie animals, and I think they actually add more like horror-esque to the game, which is good. I think the game was a little bit too not scary. It was zombie apocalypse. You're never scared. So I think that does add a little bit of a fear factor to it, and it actually looks really, really, really good. Okay, that is our 7 Days to Die enemy tier list, zombie tier list, whatever you want to call it. It's the tier list for all of them. This is obviously a very subjective tier list. I want to make that clear. Like, now. Like, I mean, like, you're telling me to fucking differentiate between, like, Arlene, this guy, I think her name's Arlene. I don't know. One of them's Arlene. One of them's, like, Delanor or some shit. I don't know. You're telling me to fucking differentiate between all these. And it's hard. Like, a lot of them are pretty fucking similar. They're just reskins or different heights. So, they're cool. I will say that. They're cool-ass zombies. And I like these. This is a very subjective tier list, though, so obviously you guys might move some of these around. But this is how it's gonna be. This is what I think of them. Like, when I fight these kind of zombies, I fight them a lot, but they're cool at least to fight. They're fun to fight. It feels like a challenge. And as we go further down the list, these kind of zombies that I fight kind of just feel like tedious. Very subjective. Obviously, if you don't agree, let me know. You may like some of these zombies that are lower, but yeah. So yeah, that is the 7 Days to Die enemy tier list.